So if you like to make videos, you're an aspiring filmmaker, artist, and you're tired of being a starving artist per se, I think today's podcast and guest will teach you a lot. His name is Tuan. He's literally only 23 and he's built a six-figure agency making TikTok shorts and making them go viral without getting lucky. And so what's really interesting about Tuan is that he literally dropped out of film school after going there for 4 months because he realized, hey, like my professor is working a second job at Staples. So what he's going to teach me about making money with my art if he can't do that himself? Yeah, so enjoy today's episode.
Editing like videos for YouTubers. I went on Fiverr. I was editing videos for like $20 back then. Took a gap year and I took this editing thing like full time and I kind of didn't really work. I didn't know how to like market myself yet. But I decided to go to film school. I met the instructor at the school, went to Staple because I needed to print something and I saw him working a second job at Staple. And then I was like, okay, if somebody that's teaching me how to be a creative, how to make money off my skill is barely in the creative industry, then what am I really like learning from them? I'm out. Like I'm getting. Yeah, I went
That's a good friend.
4 months and I dropped out. I was couch hopping in Toronto at this point. I was surviving with like $400 a month. I'm making a video in exchange for the best item on your menu. Messaging everyone. I was a war. DM everybody in Toronto, like every single restaurant in Toronto, and everyone, everywhere.
What was the first like breakthrough that you had?
And then City Farmers Market, they needed some cinematic video. Build a relationship with the general manager, the GM there, and schedule like a meeting with her. Like, hey, it's a TikTok thing. I don't have any experience, but trust me on this. Give me $2,000 a month. Give you 10 TikTok videos. He was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. First video I posted went viral. It gives them 9,000 followers, and they were super happy. I was keep checking the notification, like it's keep going up. The second video I posted, 300K views. Like, I'm not getting lucky. And then I took that case, went back to the client's ad before, hey, TikTok thing, you guys see it. I'll give you guys the same package I'm doing now. The next client was Keto Katsuki. The first video we tried that, it was me walking up the can, like, hey, can you make me something with this? And it was like a piece of salmon. Million views. You keep repeating the same thing from 18,000 followers to now 300,000 followers.
And then the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Okay, welcome to episode 1. We don't have a name yet, but it's episode 1 of the podcast. All right, how do we do this? I feel like I want to just like, we've been friends for a hot minute.
Yeah.
But I've known your origin story pieces like here and there, but I feel like, we never went from like the beginning,
Right.
We never got deep into it. So I feel like let's cover that first.
Okay.
And then we can cover the tea and what's going on these days.
Yeah.
But yeah, but the TLDR is you're basically pretty much like a starving artist. A starving artist, aspiring videographer.
Yeah.
That moved from, which town is it?
Moncton, New Brunswick.
Yeah, Moncton, that's tough. So you moved from Moncton to Toronto to do that, and then now you're a six-figure agency owner. So pretty crazy ride. You came to Canada in high school, right?
Yeah, I came to Canada when I was 15. Okay, I guess I just start like from the beginning, my story.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I first came here.
Yeah, give us the origin story.
I'm from Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
My parents, I don't know if I told you this already, but my parents in Vietnam, they were doing pretty well for themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And like, first of all, like my parents both, they came from nothing. Like they have nothing. It was after the war. They were born into like a situation where the government were like subsidizing rice to like the houses because like there was not enough food. So after
you got like ration coupons.
Yeah. That's the situation. Like my mom and my dad.
Am I closer?
I think cover my face. That's why.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I guess like situation where my mom and my dad like grew up in. And
they would tell you all about it, right? Like you would grow up and they'd be like, yo, back in our day.
Yeah.
It's super tough. Yeah.
Yeah. So both my parents, they built from like literally zero to before we left. Like I think we had 3 apartments, we had like a house, and we had like 2 cars. And cars in Vietnam are like 3 times more expensive than Canada. So like a 50K cars a year will be like 150K in Vietnam.
So then like what did they grow up working in 9 to 5? Did they have their own business?
My dad my dad opened his own business, and my mom, she started working at a marketing agency, but from like a storage manager, like from like a storage like worker to she worked up to like the director of that company.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like she worked for like 15 years, climbed the ladder, and the director of the company. Like they were both doing really well for themselves.
Yeah. So it sounds like they had a pretty good life in Vietnam.
Yeah, they were chilling. Like honestly, like if I was in Vietnam, I would like if I didn't move to Canada, I would be like outside like a fucking Mercedes around. I'd just be collecting rent money.
So like, why did they decide to move? It's similar to my parents' story. They were doing well.
Yeah.
I feel like, is it because of like the politics
Yeah.
and corruption? Like, so even though your parents are doing well, like there's other factors that made you guys move, right?
Yeah. I think at the time, like tension between China and Vietnam were like really high. So I guess my parents like first concern is like there's gonna be a war that broke out and
and they don't want that again.
Yeah, yeah, like fucking tiny country.
Yeah, you rather live in peace in Canada and struggle a bit more than.
So yeah, we gave up everything and we moved to Canada. Like my parents sold everything, and we moved to. There was an immigration program in New Brunswick. I think we pay like 170K.
Yeah, I think like when you come, you either you open a business.
Yeah, you open a business.
You invest in a business. Or either you pay a big ass fee, or you're like a doctor or something, right? Like you're like deep into the studies. Like I don't know what that's called, but those are the three types.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys just paid a big ass fee. Nice.
No, I think we went as like opening a business in New Brunswick.
Did you guys open a business in New Brunswick?
No, it was New Brunswick. We didn't open shit. So we just kind of like let them keep the deposit, you know?
Yeah. And
but I think we put in like 170K, and then if we open a business, we'll get it back.
See, but you're like, nah, it's probably the same.
New Brunswick, like,
yeah.
I remember, like,
why did you guys pick New Brunswick? That's so weird.
I don't know this, but like, there was a program that's allow us to come in.
Oh, okay. Yeah. They're like, you have to come to the shitty part of Canada.
Yeah.
Come to Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
because sense. I think they want people to like come over there.
Yeah.
Open business, right?
Were you guys obligated to stay in New Brunswick for like X many years?
I'm not sure about that part, but we stayed until I finished high school. So I went to high school there.
I see.
Yeah.
It was low-key a promotion for Camp PR.
For real.
Okay, so, and then how old are you when you came?
I was 15.
So when you found out, like, you were living a sweet-ass life in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Right? You're the Fresh Prince of Hanoi.
No, the thing is, I didn't even know like how comfortable we were either.
True. You're like, this is just regular life. But then,
yeah,
I don't know if it's the same in Vietnam, but like in China, like in Asian countries, the wealth gap is so huge, right? So it's like here, like the person making minimum wage and the guy who has like a corporate job, like their life isn't really that different, to be honest, right?
True.
But in China and Vietnam, it must be massive. So like you were living the good life, but like I guess it felt normal because you didn't have to go to
yeah.
True. Yeah. When you're 14, you're not thinking about stuff like that.
Yeah, right? I was just playing games, watching Naruto.
So when you found out you were coming, did you freak out?
I didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave because, first of all, my grandparents they're old. I want to like be around them. Like all my family friends are here, so in my head I was like, why? Like, what the fuck is Canada? Like, why are we going to Canada?
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of like. My parents convinced me. I kind of didn't. And then, I moved to Canada. Stay in this tiny ass apartment.
New Brunswick.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy.
So your school is like probably like all white.
Also all white. I was the only Viet kid.
Right? Yeah. Not even probably only Asian kid too, right?
No. There was some Asian. There was a lot of Filipinos.
Okay. So I guess the immigration program is working.
I guess, yeah. But what was I saying?
Yeah, I'm a terrible host. I just keep interrupting. You can't even keep your train of thought. Yeah, so I was like, oh, like, how did you react when you found out you were coming, right? And then when you came when you were 15. So 15, you're in grade
10.
Through 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough age to move. That's really tough.
I was barely speaking. I mean, I knew English. I like studied English already, but I didn't speak it every day.
Yeah.
So I think at the beginning I was like low key depressed. Because like I couldn't make any friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could talk to people, but like it was
because like it's hard to be funny. You can't have a personality when you can't.
Because I had to like when people say something to me, I have to translate it back to Vietnamese to understand it. And then if I have something to say, I have to translate it from Vietnamese to English to say it. So that process took a while to get used to.
I see.
So like, I didn't make a lot of friends at the beginning, like the first 2 years, actually, grade 10 and grade 11, and it's kind of, it sucked. Like I was just like, let's just play game. This is how I got into like playing a lot of games.
That's how you got really good at the game.
Yeah, that's how I got really good at games. And I was playing League of Legends all day. I had like online friends, and I guess those online friends like helped me with my English because like we just play.
Like, yo, gank me.
Yeah,
Like run them down.
yeah, just gank me.
Yeah, those 2 years must have been really tough. Like I think I think most people who are like immigrants here came when they were younger.
Yeah,
So you kind of just like grew up. Like when you were really young, you struggled, but you don't even remember it. But like you remember it so vividly, like as a 15-year-old.
Yeah.
Like you're just so painfully aware. You're hitting puberty.
yeah.
Everything is going on. So I guess 2 years later, you adjusted a little bit better.
So what happened is this is actually a really cool story as well. So I don't know if you heard of this YouTube channel called Simple Pickup.
Yeah. Yeah. Kong. And,
Yeah.
the white dude, and then was it 3 guys or 2 guys?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dude, I completely blocked that out of my memory. That was actually such a that was like peak YouTube era.
Yeah.
Honestly, right?
So I came across their YouTube channel and I came across this video where how to build your true confidence. It was a video about, I think it was Kong talking about something.
Like God mode, right?
No, it was about like there's 2 types of confidence. Like one's just outer confidence and one's inner confidence. So outer confidence is like where you get like a new shirt, you get that little boost, or you get a haircut, you get the boost.
Yeah.
But inner confidence is something you have within yourself. So that's when I like started like digging deep into it, and I came across another video to where Jesse was talking about how he overcome his anxiety.
I thought you were going to say how this. I don't know why. There was a pause, and I was like, but yeah, dude, I actually think that like I feel like I got parented by YouTubers growing up.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, we were raised not by TV, not by Hollywood. We were raised by YouTubers like Timothy DeLaGhetto giving dating advice, or like Simple Pickup showing you like, oh, just don't be scared. Like, like it's actually huge.
100%. No, so I think in that video he was talking about how to do that, how to build his like anxiety, like get over it, right? So he would tell me to go start a conversation with a stranger. Just start small. Like, so I would go to the mall and I would be like, I just approach a stranger and I would just start like, hey, like, do you have the time? But like, at first, like, it was fucking terrifying to me.
Yeah, you can feel the adrenaline.
You're just like terrifying, but I just keep doing that enough time to where it feels better every time. And that's how I built my confidence.
So this is grade 12?
This was like end of grade 11.
End of grade 11.
Yeah, I just went out. I just talked to a bunch of people. I talked to like kids at school. I just talked to everybody.
If you filmed it back then, could have been.
I know. I feel like would have been such a good story. This is why you should build in public.
What are some like interesting conversations or memorable conversations you've had during that time?
Honestly, like it was not like a lot of conversation. It was just me getting over that initial like fear of people.
Like you gotta you feel the fear, and then you just gotta force your body to do it.
Yeah.
Right. You just say, okay, like I can override my mind and consciousness can override this fear that I feel.
Yeah.
And that in itself is like really, really.
Yeah. I think what helped me a lot is like just realizing like everyone's just the same. Like chances are like they're more terrified of you coming up to them and like you are being scared, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that helps me a lot. So I built my confidence. I was like, and then grade 12, I was the most confident kid in the school.
Yeah, I was stalking your Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So I was like trying to pull a Sean Evans. I'm like, yo, explain the gram, whatever, because I was like trying to pull up past photos, and I think I saw you at prom.
Yeah.
And like you look like a really confident kid. Like you look really happy. You were posing like this. Like you're like like that's when you know you're confident. Your chin is up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happened was in grade 12, So this is where I made a bit of friends already, and one of the guy signed me up to like run for the president of like the school.
Oh, like class president.
Class president, yeah.
He signed you up for it.
Signed me up.
Was that a good friend of yours?
He's just like an acquaintance, but
What's his name? Shout him out.
John. His name is John.
John.
Yeah. The teacher was going around. Teacher was going around and like they're putting names on like who should run for like.
Oh, you guys had a nomination thing. That's actually crazy. I thought you just like volunteer yourself. Like
No.
that's usually how it goes.
I think you just volunteer yourself, but like this guy's right next to me. He's like, Tuan, you should do this.
Oh shit.
And then he put my name down.
You're like,
and then
he believes in me.
yeah. And then and then the day of running, I think every single kids that were like sitting, like we're all sitting in like a row, right?
Yeah.
At the stage, and
So how many people are running?
I think it was like 25 something.
But how big was your grade? Like 50. Like half the people were
I'm Wolflu.
But like that was your grade was probably like 400 people. An average high school, 300-400 people, so 25. That's a lot. Wait, usually it's like 3 people running or 2. Like how's there 25?
There's a lot of people. Like
Dang, everyone is like out here like confident, I guess.
no, there's those popular kids where they just
Yeah.
every like year.
Yeah.
So I think there was like a
It's
rough.
a lot of Delulu kids.
Yeah.
But you need to be Delulu. Delulu is
The
good.
thing is, everyone. So when it comes to time to like do the speech, right?
Mhm.
Everyone was like, "Oh, these like the past 3 years out of school, I'm high school career. I did this, I did that. I have accomplished this, I accomplished that. I'm gonna be I'm that guy." Like everyone was talking about that,
Yeah.
and
That'd be him.
yeah. And when it's my turn, I wasn't like prepared at all, so I just like honestly like I came here 2 years ago. I haven't done shit. But like that's why I'm running, because I want to make this year the best year of my high school career.
Dang.
Yeah, I was just being honest. Like the past 2 years, like my English wasn't good, and yeah, I just saying that, and then I end up winning the president with like 70% of the vote.
Damn.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy?
So you influenced the Filipinos, huh? No, but you got the underdog story. Like that's what people love, right?
Yeah.
Others like, yo, I did this, I did that. You can vote for me. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Right? You were just vulnerable and honest. Because most people are scared to be that.
Yeah, and then I remember this one girl. I forgot her name, but she was so pissed. She was so pissed that I won. Okay, so
Because she felt entitled to. She was like, I'm gonna.
how it works is like I think there's like 7 position in like the
Oh yeah, secretary, sports council,
Yeah,
right? Like,
and then she was like the last one to make it. Yeah.
damn.
And so the next day I went to school, and then I was sitting at lunch, just having my lunch like normal. This girl came up to me. He was like, "Yo, Tuan, this guy right here, like he just bought a random guy. He want to buy the school merch. Can you help him?" This is like right after like I just won, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had no idea what's going on.
You're like, I didn't know we had school merch. So what'd you say?
I was just scrambling. I was like, okay, fuck, like I have to figure this out. Cause I'm the school president. Like that's such a dick move. Like this bitch.
I guess.
Like just fucking.
He was just trying to just sabotage you day
She
one.
was so salty that like I won.
Haters gonna hate.
Uh,
You had haters.
I know.
That's what happens when you're winning.
But yeah, honestly, like I shouldn't have ran, but because I was not a good school president.
What did you do at school? What were some? Yeah, what were
I think you just have to be like host activities.
Yeah, you had to host like a dance.
Yeah,
You had to do like fundraiser. Did you guys do that thing where like at the end of the school year there was like you would rent like inflatable like fucking you would have like a carnival day essentially.
I think we did like we just throw like water.
Water. Oh, okay.
Each,
It just went to Dollarama, bought some water balloons. Did you guys leave the student council with more money than you started or less money? If I had to,
I don't even know. Probably less. I was a bad school president.
nice. It's okay, but you won though. I feel like that was huge. I think that confidence comes from like your internal mindset,
Yeah.
but you also need to put yourself out there in these situations where you rise to the challenge and you win, and then like that also builds confidence.
You know, my high school is like my high school chapter is just me building the confidence, and then I think like 2 months after that, I did a speech in front of like the entire school
Uh huh.
about like how I built my confidence.
Yeah.
And then after that, like, it's like so many kids message me like, dude, like you inspire me. And all I did was like I just copied the exact script of that YouTube video I saw.
Oh,
I just and then I just do it.
And you didn't start like a paid Discord or something?
And I should have.
All those kids. Dang, but that back then it was like, what year was this? Because you're much younger, right? You're 23.
That was 2018.
Dang, 2018, I graduated university.
Damn. I graduated high school in that point.
Okay, yeah, we are 4 years apart. Okay, yeah, 2018, damn. So you build your confidence in high school.
Yeah.
You felt like you had a pretty good chapter. You're like, yo, I came out, new country, I learned a language, I'm a confident man.
Yeah.
Like, you just hit rock bottom, and then you're like, peaking again. Now what? Now you're just like, okay, I gotta go to college. You're applying to universities. What was going through your head?
So I took a gap year
Uh-huh.
because I mean I didn't go to this, but like I was editing like videos, a lot of gaming montage when I was like had no friends.
Did you have a channel?
I did.
Did you get views?
No.
Okay. But it was still fun. You like editing stuff.
Yeah, I was editing like gaming montage.
How'd you get into editing? When was the first time you picked up a mouse and started editing?
I think I saw like, so I made Lee Sin and Lee,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like making,
Your last name is Lee.
yeah, and I was making a bunch of Lee Sin montage for myself.
Insect.
But then and then I saw like really high quality edited. It's like, fuck, I want to do that.
Oh, you're like, that just looks cool.
Yeah, and then I tried to do it. It's fucking impossible.
Yeah.
And then
I mean, what did you use back then? Like not iMovie, but you probably had like
no, I pirated like Premiere after.
Oh my god. Okay,
Yeah.
so you got on the big boy tools right away.
Yeah, it was
Back then CapCut didn't even exist. There was no like easy tool to use.
There was not.
Right?
And then my shit laptop could not handle After Effects, so I think it would take me like 2 days to render something, and it was actually so bad.
What laptop did you have back then?
It was just like an HP laptop. Like it was really bad.
That's tough.
Yeah, like we were trying to like save as much money as possible, because
Yeah.
Okay, onion in Vietnam,
Wait, what?
onion
What's
like
that?
green onion,
Green onion? Oh yeah.
and it cost like fucking dirt cheap.
Yeah. It'd be like
And here's like $4.
it'd be like 10 cents or
Yeah.
20 cents.
And then my parents converted to like Vietnamese money. Like, what the fuck? Holy fuck! Like we can't spend money like this.
Yeah, that's
So
that's a very natural reaction.
Yeah, we save money on everything. Like even apartments. Like we have a 2-bed apartment, and like so it's me, mom, dad, and sister, right? But we have a 2-bed apartment.
I forgot that you had a sister actually.
Yeah, so it was a room from mom and dad, and a room for my sister. I was sleeping in the living room.
Damn.
Yeah, I was sleeping on like a sofa bed for like up until like last year actually.
Holy crap. I didn't know you slept on a sofa bed last year. Oh, I mean, I knew you were struggling last year, but damn. Okay. What did your parents do when they came here? Did they open up a convenience? No, they didn't, right?
No,
Was that correct?
my parents, my mom have a food stand at Syndica Farmers Market
Okay.
that she sells Thai and Viet food. Yeah,
That's really cool.
and my dad's an Uber driver.
I see. So like when they came here, they're like I think that so they're still in New Brunswick.
Yeah,
I feel like if they moved to Toronto,
Yeah.
when they moved to Toronto,
Yeah.
there's like so many Vietnamese people here that
Mhm.
they could have like done something within the Vietnamese community. But what happens like when you don't have your people, you're basically language blocked,
yeah,
right? Like when my parents came here, like they didn't bother learning English.
Mm.
My dad he just became like a handyman. Like he was like laying bricks, but he's working with a Chinese dude, and then he just started posting his own ads on the newspaper. And so you just like pull up, be like, oh, you need plumbing fix, oh, you need like electricity. I didn't do electricity, but like random stuff. But like at least it was like he could serve his own community,
Yeah.
so he could like utilize previous experience and skill sets. But like you literally start from not even zero, you start from like -10. when you're playing in the Canadian economy,
Yeah.
like the English speaking economy, right? That's like extra tough for your parents, I think.
Yeah. It was hard, but like my parents are chilling now. Where were we at? We came here.
Oh yeah, when did you start editing? But then you were trying to save money.
Right. So, that's how I got into editing. And then I was editing like videos for YouTubers. I went on Fiverr. I posted on Fiverr like my gigs.
Was there any memorable YouTubers that you edited for?
No, all of them are pieces of shit.
Okay.
I think I was editing videos for like $20 back then.
$20 a video? Would it be like a long form video?
A long form video,
Bro.
but it would just be like cutting.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much time, but like still $20. But like to me, I was like, dude, I'm fucking making $20 an hour.
I mean, back then is actually huge, right? Because back then minimum wage, back in 2018, minimum wage was probably like $10. $10. Yeah, making double. No, you're not even making double minimum wage. It take you what 30 minutes to cut a video.
Yeah.
So you're making quadruple minimum wage. You're actually fucking killing it.
I mean, it was really inconsistent gigs,
but still, yeah.
It was fun to do in high school. And then after that, I took a gap year and I took this editing thing like full time. And it kind of didn't really work because I didn't know how to like market myself yet. So I decided to go to film school.
Like when you said you wanted to take a full time, you were like, okay, like I'm just gonna become a full time video editor for YouTubers. Like that was like your plan.
I didn't have like a plan. I just had like
you were just confident. You're confident to do something. There is no plan.
Yeah,
I see.
I don't ever have plan Bs, but yeah, I was, and then after that, it didn't work, and I went to film school for about 4 months. And
Toronto Film School?
Toronto Film School, yeah.
Were you picking between a bunch of different schools? Because I don't know, because I think there's a ton of film schools, and I think there were some that were better. So like, what was the decision between around TFS? Like, why'd you pick TFS?
Okay, the thing was, it was just in
Toronto.
I was in Mississauga at the time, my entire family.
Oh, you guys moved to Saga?
Yeah, we moved to Saga. We didn't move to Toronto.
Oh, so your parents moved back?
Huh?
Did your parents move back to New Brunswick?
No, my parents are in Waterloo. Like we moved, yeah, like we moved to Waterloo. Sure. Okay, but like this is getting really confusing. Okay, so we were in Mississauga. I just wanted to be in Toronto. That's why I chose Toronto Film School.
I see. That makes sense. That's a valid reason. You have it in the name, you know.
I was just like
campus is downtown.
Yeah.
Did you end up like commuting to Toronto every day, or you moved?
I was commuting, and then I ended up couch hopping because commuting was fucked.
How'd you couch hop? Like
I just couch hop on like at a friend that was at the school.
I see.
Yeah, and I went to
good for
4 months, and I dropped out.
So why'd you drop out?
Okay, so there's the first project we did at the school. There are multiple reasons, but one is the first project we did at the school was called a Meaningful Thing Project.
A what?
A Meaningful Thing Project.
A meaningful thing?
Yeah, okay. So you're supposed to make a 2-minute long video about something that's meaningful to you. And I made a video about my parents. And that video got into the Hall of Fame of the school. So where they're going to show it to like future students.
Do you still have that video in your drive somewhere?
I do. Yeah, I'll show you.
Are you proud of it?
I'm not that proud of it. Like that's the thing.
But no, but for back then, I think it was really...
Back then, it was like, fuck, like, I made a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
But,
especially like a personal piece, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's huge.
And then that got off in school, so like, they're going to show it to like future students, right?
2 months in, you're already goated.
And then...
Goat status.
And then there's this quote that goes, if you're the best in the room, then you're in the wrong room. That's the first reason why, like, oh, fuck, I should be out of here. And then
you're like, I'm too good for this. Like, literally, right? Like, you're like, I shouldn't even, my videos should, like, you should tell me how shitty they are instead of putting it into the Hall of Fame.
And then second reason was I wasn't learning much because, like, other than, like, film history, like, all it's, like, I don't care. I don't give a shit about film history, like, no offense, but I didn't learn much. Because I was already learning editing on YouTube, like, way before this already.
You've been editing for like 2 years before.
Yeah.
2 years? Okay, yeah.
The third reason, like this is the last straw for me, was one of the instructor at the school that we were told that graduated from the school 1 year prior.
Uh-huh.
So he's teaching at the school, right?
Yeah.
And then I went to Staple because I needed to print something, and I saw him working a second job at Staple. And then I was like, okay, if somebody that's teaching me how to be a creative, how to make money off my skill is barely in the creative industry, then what am I really like learning from them, you know? So that's like how I'm at. Like I'm getting.
Did you say hi to him at Staples?
I didn't say hi to him. Yeah, I didn't.
Do you remember his name?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't remember his name. You want to shout out to?
I mean, it's thanks to him, but yeah, I guess like being a teacher, you're probably not making that much money. It's different than teaching at a university. Okay, so you're just like, yo, like, how can you teach me when, like, you don't have experience making it? Like, if he already did his thing, had a career, successful career, now he's like semi-retired. He's teaching you, like, okay, bet, like, I'm down to learn from you.
That's right. The thing is, there's no creative that want to be working at that school.
Yeah,
like. You graduate, you know, like you want to go out, you want to be outside.
He's basically he's a customer testimonial.
Yeah,
a failed one, and you saw it live, and you're like, hell no.
Yeah, so that's why I'm dropping out.
Were there other people around the time, like, do you feel like you made any like meaningful friends at TFS, or you feel like the people were not your?
I don't think so.
Was anyone else contemplating on dropping out?
I'm not sure. I wasn't close with a lot of people. Main reason is because. So I didn't have a camera at the time. I had an iPhone 10. I was just going around shooting with that. And I was just really, I just want to shoot. I just want to create a lot. I just want to learn a lot.
Yeah.
And I would tell all everyone at the school who have a camera, like, hey, like, dude, let's go out and shoot. Because I don't have a camera. Right? I want to go out and create.
Yeah. I was like, yo, come and shoot.
Yeah, come and shoot. I'll help you. Like, let's create. Like, I try to alert everybody there. And everyone is like, yeah, I'm down. Let's do this.
I'll tell you, when are you free?
Yeah,
I'll come soon.
And then
and you'd be like, when are you free? They're like, oh, I got a family thing.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
and then like when it comes time to like, let's go do it. And like, oh, bro, like I'm busy, bro. Like it's Friday night. Like I gotta chill. Like it's Saturday, I'm hungover. It's like it's constantly
Friday night, I gotta chill.
And then. Like it's Friday night, we're doing karaoke, stuff like that, and so nobody would go out and shoot with me. So I don't think I think most people there were just going to school for the sake of going to school.
Yeah, because they didn't figure out they didn't want to. Not that they didn't want to be there, but it was just like, oh, you're at the end of this path, which is high school.
Yeah,
I gotta pick something. Oh, film seems cool, but they like.
Yeah.
Like they don't have the passion for it. Yeah. They don't really want to do it.
Right? To me, like, I think they have a passion for it, but like they just didn't take it that seriously. Like, but for me, like, I think if you want to win as a creative, you can't just be going to school for the sake of going to school. You need to be squeezing it out like as much as possible. You need to make all the connections that you want to make.
Yeah. They were trying to become TAs. They were trying to become actual.
I think 2 people that graduated from my class are currently like teaching at the school
at
the time or something.
No shade to the TAs though, no shade to the teachers. You gotta, but it's just a different.
Yeah.
It's like the equivalent of like, oh, like I'm aiming to play soccer. Instead of becoming an athlete, I'm gonna become a soccer coach. Like, yeah, that's totally fine. Yeah. But it's just like you wanted to become an athlete.
Yeah, I didn't want to just. I wanted to win. Like I just want.
Where do you think that drive came from? Because I feel like I didn't have that drive in university. I was fucking around. I was like the same. I was the person you were like, yo, this guy didn't want to shoot. Like, I don't want to do shit in university. I was lazy. I was just like playing video games. Like, why did you have that hunger so early?
I think this is such a good quote by I think Naval.
Naval?
Yeah, Naval Ravikant, whatever his name is. It said, every man have 2 lives, and the second one start when he realized he have just one. Right. And I think that moment for me was when we first came to Canada, and then my dad picked up a job at washing dishes at a night shift at a casino. And I think after the first week, he lost like 5 pounds. I was 15, but like that moment was like, okay, I'll give myself 10 years. I gotta retire my old man. Like they can't be going back to labor like this. Like they work their ass off in their entire life. So, yeah, I think that's where it came from. Like, ever since then, I just wanted to just take care of them.
Damn. So you got 2 more years.
2 more years.
That's a plenty of time.
I think I'm on track.
You are hell on track. That's crazy because I think like a lot of kids. I mean, yeah, growing up, my dad did some laborers jobs too.
Yeah.
But I think like your experience is really like it's different because the transition is so harsh.
Yeah.
It'd be different if your dad was washing dishes since you were like growing up. So then you're just like, okay, like this is life.
Yeah.
But then like such a harsh transition, you're just like, okay, this is not okay, right? Like I got to do something about it. And like they came here to give you and your sister a better life.
Yeah.
And you're like, I gotta make something of this.
Because like
sort of
if my parents stay in Vietnam, they would be living like kings. They wouldn't have been to do anything.
They definitely like many most immigrant parents.
Yeah.
They probably had so many instances where they're like, why the fuck did we come?
Yeah.
Like, should we go back? Like, did they contemplate that? I'm sure they did, right?
I'm sure. I mean, they didn't tell me, but I'm sure they did. But like my mom is very happy, like ever since we become like citizen,
Why is that?
because like she was like, okay, like I'm done. Like my mission is done. Like I've took care of you guys. Like,
yeah,
my mission is done. I'm happy.
Chilling.
Yeah. So my parents are happy here. They actually enjoy it here than rather than Vietnam, which is fucking weird because Vietnam is so fucking amazing.
Why do you think they enjoy life in Canada more than Vietnam? Even though, materially speaking,
I actually don't know. But my parents are just very content. Yeah.
you think that it's because life here is really peaceful? Because I think like life in Asia or East Asia, I mean, Vietnam, Southeast Asia, but actually, okay, we won't get into that. Anyway,
Yeah.
I feel like life in Asia in general, it's so much more fast paced.
Yeah.
But not only that, but people are really materialistic. People are really superficial.
Yeah.
You're basically treated like if you walk into a store,
Yeah.
the staff there will treat you based on how you look.
Yeah.
They're not gonna treat you because the staff is nice. They're gonna treat everyone nice. You know what I mean?
Actually, I might have to disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah.
You think that people like, well, not everyone, but like you feel like Vietnam's not as superficial?
I haven't had like bad service in Vietnam.
But it might be because like you were living the good life in Vietnam, so then you would always get good service, right? Like if you were bumming it,
But everyone is so kind in Vietnam. Though, like the last time I went back, which is February, everyone's so kind and welcoming. Like it's just amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually really curious as to why. I think like the general consensus from like my parents, Sally's parents, any kind of Asian parents I talk to, they just find that like you don't have to keep up with other people here. You can just live your own life. Nobody gives a fuck. No one judges you. It's just like you don't have to live for other people. You just live for yourself. That's kind of the overall energy that people like about Canada.
No, my mom loves it here. My mom loves the people here because my mom she sells food at the market, right? Like and what she loves it when people come back to her. Like the food is so good.
Because especially like in Waterloo, like finding good Asian food is like it's tough. Yeah. Right. And white people go crazy for Asian food. So
no, my mom is so happy. Like she tells me every time, like, oh my god, like this guy just put a review on my site, and like everyone where people come back, and she tell me the name of every single person that come back.
That's really cute.
Yeah, that's adorable.
She's got to pull up to Toronto and do cooking.
Yes.
You think they want to come to Toronto, or they like prefer how quiet it is in Waterloo?
My parents prefer how quiet it is. Yeah.
But it's like close enough that they can drive an hour and come by, right? So it's pretty close by.
Yeah. I don't know. My mom visits me every week, and she bring me like home cooked meal. And honestly, like I eat out every day, so every time I have like home cooked meal, I'm so happy. Like it's actually like the best meal I ever had in my life.
Yeah, that's something I really didn't appreciate until like after you move out of you're just like, oh my god, like my mom's food is too good.
I know,
it's criminal.
So good. I've always appreciated, but like now I appreciate it even more.
What's your favorite dish that your mom cooks for you? Like you're so like your deathbed meal, like you're going to die tomorrow. You have tonight for dinner. You can have anything. What would it be?
That's actually so hard.
Like okay, more than one dish. Say like you can get like a main and then like something on the side. You know, like
braised more stir fried veggies for sure. Stir fried bok choy. I love stir fried bok choy, and then there's this dish called canh sấu,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like a soup. It's like a broth, but it's just so good.
I'll ask you how to spell it after when I clip it.
Yeah.
You feel like, okay, speaking about food, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of your early content that you were making was around food.
Yeah.
Like, why do you think that is? You just happen to.
I think
Makes
it was
sense.
because that's the easiest entry barrier that I can get to.
The most accessible versus shooting like watches or jewelry or
Yeah.
like even like people. Like food is like
Yeah.
there's restaurants everywhere. Right?
Everywhere, yeah.
So,
And then I also was watching this guy called, his name is Daniel Schiffer,
and
and he would make these amazing like videos, and I would just copy him. I just copy him, and I was doing it for everyone, for whatever fucking price they can give me, and yeah, at one point I was doing it for like food. I was exchanging it for like food.
did you I was stalking your Instagram. There's this video that you made for Six Mix.
Yeah,
Is that what you're talking about? That style of video?
Yeah.
Like good
yeah.
SL,
That's
like
the Daniel Schiffer's time.
yeah. That style was like really popular for a hot minute. Like
Yeah.
everyone was doing that, and like you needed some like pretty good camera movement, I think,
Yeah.
to get that right.
Yeah,
And you needed to direct the person who's making it too.
Yeah.
And tough.
like thinking back now, like I would even like do one of those for like $4,000. I would not do it.
There's just so much work.
It is.
Because the SFX edit, like, you're not taking like fucking sound from the shoe. You're adding everything manually, right? Because it's so crisp.
Yeah,
Like it sounds fake because it is fake,
it is fake.
but it sounds real still,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
no, but I was so broke to where I just do it for food. And it's like, oh, I'll make you a free video.
But like, I'll eat what you just
No,
made.
I'll make you a video in exchange for the best item on your menu. That's what I would be like telling people.
You should exchange for like 2 dinner vouchers, you know?
That's I know.
It's for 2 meals instead of
I was so fucking poor.
you were literally hungry.
Yeah, I was surviving like $400 a month for something like God know how.
Okay, so let's go back to, so you dropped out. Did your parents know that you were dropping out?
My parents did no, they knew. Yeah, they were like, I think they were like pretty skeptic, but like my parents have never like doubted me.
Mm.
Yeah,
They were believers.
yeah, but
They believed in you.
I dropped out. I moved back home to Waterloo, Kitchener. No, actually, let me fucking rewind that. I dropped out, and then I emailed every single CEO or production company.
So this is still a saga. You're still in Mississauga at this point.
I was couch hopping in Toronto at this point.
But your family is in Waterloo.
Yeah,
Okay, so you're just stuck in Toronto on your own.
yeah.
You don't have a place.
I don't know. Like,
You're couch hopping.
I was couch hopping.
Who the fuck were you couch hopping with?
I had friends here. Like I was just like, hey, can I just?
How'd you make you said you didn't make many friends at TFS, but like how'd you find the friends at couch hop?
Oh, I have Vietnamese friends that went to the same school that I was.
Oh, so you got some like high school,
Yeah.
middle school friends who were here.
Friends, but they moved here.
Oh,
I was like, hey, can I?
that's super clutch.
I know.
Yeah.
It's actually really blessed. So I was couch hopping here, and yeah, so I emailed every single CEO production company running in Toronto. Hey, like, can I get a job?
You like show up your resume 4 months at TFS, YouTube editor 2 years. Hey, made the picture. What month is this? School year starts in September, right? So this is probably like fucking January. It's dark. It's cold.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that's
Yeah.
tough. Doing it in the winter.
no, I think the school started in what's it called? November.
Okay, so this is like what, like March?
Yeah, around March.
That's still pretty tough. Like I feel like summer would have been a better vibe, you know?
Yeah,
But like, okay, so you're March, you're just like every day wake up on your laptop, still the HP laptop?
I think I have a Lenovo laptop at this point.
That's an upgrade.
Upgraded, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
You're just like, yo, I just need a job, a real job, filming, shooting, editing.
I just need to make $2,000 a month to survive.
Just to survive. I mean,
Yeah.
2000, like, yeah, you could get like a couple roommates and like live by. You can get by with 2K.
Yeah,
Barely.
but yeah. So I was doing that. I was messaging everyone, and then this one guy responded. He was happy to chat. His name is Brian. Brian, you're watching this? Thank you.
What's the brand? What's his so he ran his own agency?
He ran his own agency. It's called Label 428. I think they were doing social media marketing for like mostly food brands.
Label for what?
Label 428.
428. Okay.
Yeah.
They're still around, right?
They're still around. I think they're doing mostly like high production quality, like like a video production company. But they back then they were like a marketing agency.
I see.
So
what did he say? What did he reply?
he said, "Fuck you! Like you're not getting a job." Like
He said that in an email.
no, he didn't. Okay. Secondly, he didn't say that.
Okay.
He's like, "Okay, dude, like you don't have any experience. I don't think we need you at the moment."
But at least he replied. Most people probably didn't even reply.
No, like this guy's so nice. Like he had me over at his office.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I had a chat with him, and
So he was like, "Oh, come in for an interview, essentially."
Yeah,
Okay.
basically. But then I was like, but he was like, "Yeah, I don't think we need you at the moment. You don't have an experience. You know,
There's an honest guy.
experience on set, stuff like that." And then I was like, "Okay, dude, like I'll work for free for 3 months. Just teach me how to write an email, teach me how to talk business, teach me how to negotiate. Just like I just want to see how this game works."
I'll just do anything you ask me to.
Yeah.
Just count. I'm just a free body.
Yeah,
Like anything is good. I just want to be around.
yeah. And then I was helping.
And then she was like, he was down for that, obviously.
He was down for that, and then I was helping with shoots. I was editing some like Domino's pizza video. I was shooting like their TikTok. Yeah.
Did it take a while for him to like trust you to assign you work, or you feel like you were so hungry that they could tell that, oh, like this guy doesn't have much experience, but you're actually really good? Like, you felt like
I'm not sure what he was thinking. I'm not sure, because I think a lot of the time I was just pull out like their equipment and I was just using it to film TikToks for myself too.
you think that like, say right now,
Yeah.
like a 19-year-old Tuan came to you and it was like, yo, I'll do it for free for 3 months, you would say yes to having him around?
The thing is, my skill as like a videographer have not improved at all.
What? What do you mean? Like, you just didn't get better since then? Well, because you've been making TikToks, so it's different.
I don't think like I don't think my skill like as a videographer has gone better. Like as an editor, I've gone better. It's just I'm better at communicating my values.
I see. So, I mean, that doesn't answer my question. So the 19-year-old Tuan comes to you today, be like, yo,
Yeah,
I work for you for free.
I
For 3
like this guy, like for sure.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah, like because, like I said, like my
He's like a clone of you, but like minus like experience.
my skill did not change. Like I can do everything I'm doing now.
Back
3 years ago.
I see.
Yeah, like
Damn.
and did not change. Like
So they were pretty lucky to have you back then for 3 months. You probably helped out a lot.
honestly, they probably didn't need me, but yeah. So I did that for 3 months, and then I tried to went down, built my own thing, and I ate shit for a while.
So this is 3 months. So this is probably June of 2019.
No, that's 2020 already.
Oh, so COVID hit already.
Yeah,
So during COVID, you were with him.
yeah.
That's tough.
No.
When
It was a while after COVID.
Oh,
So like, I think it was like no. So COVID hit in March, right?
mm-hmm.
COVID shut down in March. Is that okay?
I'm just checking if it's still recording. I'm like paranoid. I'm just checking the camera app. Yeah, it's got a good 47 minutes in. Okay.
So COVID hit in March, right?
Yeah, 2020 March.
Yeah.
Wait. No, it was like December.
No.
But yeah, March was when everything locked down. Yeah, 2020 March is when it hit.
Yeah.
When did you start this with him?
I started with him in I think August.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, you must have been super depressed from March to August. Because that's when you dropped out.
I was.
And then nobody could go anywhere. And then you're just stuck inside. And then everyone's getting... Yeah, it's just it's probably like the worst time to find a new job from March to August.
But like before that, I was like doing okay already with the video stuff, because in class like I was not studying. I was just like messaging people like, hey, I do videos.
Yeah. So you had some like clients here.
I have so much shit lined up. I have like $20,000 of work lined up.
Oh, so you were like, yo, I'm dropping out to like kill it.
Yeah.
And then COVID hits.
Yeah, and then
Oh my God.
and then right before COVID hit, I filmed like an event for Porsche. Like for Porsche.
Oh yeah, it was the launch of the thing.
The launch of the Porsche Taycan, like the first electric car, Porsche electric car in Canada. Like that was such a big deal for me because like that would have lined me up for so many.
How the hell did you even land that gig? That's crazy.
I was messaging everyone. I was a whore.
Like you were just emailing. You were
No,
just,
I DM everybody in Toronto, like every single restaurant in Toronto, like added everyone, everywhere, like literally everybody.
Like I probably just pull. I can talk to almost any business owner. If you pull up their DMs, you're in it.
My God, look at this. Just restaurant, like I DM Vessi, like
Dude, this is the type of
look. This was June 2020.
damn.
I was DMing everyone. I wake up and I DM people. I was in class. I'm bored. I'm DMing people.
What was your template back then?
Hey, I produce awesome content for brands. We love to work.
Simple,
Yeah.
super short.
So I just messaged everybody.
Yeah, so you had some good stuff lined up. You were about to kill it, and then just COVID came and
then I know shit. Yeah, I was really proud. I think I moved back home to Saga, and then yeah, some days like I could not get out of bed, but like my mom is actually the best person in the world because like sometimes I would play games and I would sleep till like 2 p.m.
yeah.
And my mom's like, okay, like you can't do that. Like whatever you do, wake up at 8, eat, and then like do whatever you want.
Yeah.
So my mom is actually like the person that dragged me out of that, and like she didn't like tell me like do shit like, but like she made me wake up and then like pick me up.
You at least had the energy to do something versus just getting stuck in like sleeping late, waking up late.
Yeah.
I've been there, done that too many times. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's really easy to get into that.
So
March you moved back home. So from March to August you're just like stuck. Like you're just physically stuck. You can't even go outside.
Yeah.
And then you're DMing people, but no one's shooting at that time.
Yeah, because anything's
That's probably the most affected industry.
Yeah.
Like travel, anything that had to do in person. So all the shooting had to be in person. And then at the time, all the restaurants were fucking struggling, right? Because no one could eat.
Like so, like I could not get any business. So like, oh fuck, like I'm doing something. I need to learn it. So that's why I reach out to like these CEOs and like,
because at that point you were like, yo, I could just do my own thing now.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't even need to learn.
Yeah.
But then now you're like, okay, shit. Like clearly this guy's business still running, while my business top. I got to learn from people who can still run a business during COVID. That's really smart.
And then I did that for 3 months, and then I went out my own way and start messaging people again. But now, like, I know what to do. I know how to like reach out to people on LinkedIn. I started using LinkedIn. I start like scraping email of people that I actually need to talk to, like marketing manager, like you. Yeah.
Wait, when you reached out to me back then, was I still a marketing manager at Turo?
I connected with you when you were a digital marketing manager, but like I think I made a post and then you reached out to me, and then we connected. You reached out to me and you said, dude, I'm quitting. Like, let's connect.
Oh, yeah. I think you posted something about doing your own thing.
I posted something about the TikTok that I blew up. You said my work's really cool. And that's how we connected.
I see.
And then I knew how to like after shadowing the guy, I know like make a contract, just reach out to the right person. Basically.
Yeah. There's just like how to like, it's a certain way of like talking and behaving that kind of just had to pick up,
because before I was just DMing like brand page, right? Like the decision maker is not.
Yeah, it's a social media manager. Yeah, they're like, okay, like spam. Delete.
This guy's trying to take my job. Fuck you. But yeah, that's that. I just want.
Yeah, so this is November. So August to November, that's that 3 months that you shadowed him.
Yeah.
Dang, so starting a rough on your own in the winter. How was that? How was your first month just being on your own after? Were you still couch hopping?
I was still couch hopping. I was doing any single video I can fucking get my hands on to make any money. I was doing like real estate videos.
But everything was project based, right? Nothing was really reoccurring. So it was just like you're living
I was
day to day.
I was doing it on top of that. I was doing that on top of like going into office like at 9 to like 5 p.m.
What do you mean?
because I was shadowing the guy, right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was going in the office and like just helping out, stuff like that. And outside of that, I had to shoot to like make money to actually like eat. I think at that point I was like scamming Uber Eats.
You just say, yo, I didn't get my order.
No, there's this code that like it was like I think it's like first 30 or something, and you can just get $30 off. And I
Did
just
you need
ordered-
like a phone number to use to make a new account?
Yeah, but I had my way, so I had to like I had
Damn. So you would just get like free food.
yeah. So I would order like a bunch of like burritos or something and just stuff in the like my friend's freezer, and that's how I survived.
Are you traumatized by burritos now?
I don't like burritos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. Yeah. It brings it all back.
Yeah,
So how is
it was like Metro Food, H Mart, and like burritos, like cheap burritos.
like Fat Bastard burritos?
I think it was Burrito Boys.
Burrito Boy's not too bad,
Yeah.
but not when you have it like 5 days in a row.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, don't shit on Fat Bastard because I'm trying to sign them.
No, I think Fat Bastard and Burrito Boys are pretty good.
Okay.
Sir, like I'm not a burrito expert,
Okay.
but you kind of just like you knock out after eating a burrito. It's just so massive.
Yeah.
I had a burrito phase. It was good times.
Mine
I
is-
had a Chipotle phase. And I hate Chipotle.
I've never had Chipotle. And I don't want to have
I
it.
think you're good. You're not missing out on much.
Yeah.
Maybe cut that out just in case you had Chipotle one day. Anyways, how is the 30 days after? So, okay, at the end of the 3 months, did you try to ask him for a job or you're like,
I did, but like it's like he just didn't need me.
I see.
Yeah, so just want to know why.
So you ended on good terms. Obviously, you were
I know
thankful.
the term, yeah.
And then how is the 30 days right after you stop shadowing him? Now you have your 9 to 5 back. You have 8 or more hours a day back.
I was just emailing everybody. Yeah.
And then what was the first like breakthrough that you had? Or like the first like turning point or breakthrough after that? Because you were just like doing random projects, right? And you were getting by. You were probably making some money, but it was
rough
good.
because it was still COVID, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
My emails they weren't doing shit.
Yeah.
So I didn't get much until like after like everything actually opened up again.
That's like 2021 summer, right?
Yeah. So
So that's literally like 7 months later.
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
it fucking sucked.
You were couch hopping for 7 months?
No, I think we moved back home after like 3 months of not doing shit.
I see.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And I moved back home, and then once everything opened up again, I tried again. Like
Mm.
I had so many days where I'm just like in bed, I just could not get up. And then when everything opened up again, I tried again, and I landed a gig at Sindrika Farmers Market.
Mm.
As like they need some videos. I did some videos, and then like we worked together for like a month or two, and then it was like, hey, like this TikTok thing.
Yeah. Well, like, but TikTok came out in 2020, but you just thought of TikTok at that point.
I mean, I just didn't have an opportunity before that.
But I guess you could have made TikToks for yourselves.
I could
But
have.
like, it just wasn't on your head. Like, it was just is in your mind because you're like, yo, I want to make good fucking movies and films and videos.
No.
Like TikTok.
The thing is, it was just I need to make money. That's
True.
it.
Because
Yeah.
so you're like, okay, if I get 1 million views for myself, it's not gonna do shit.
It's not paying.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not paying right away. Like I just need to make money.
True. The only way to make money is to get
Yeah.
clients and get gigs, right?
So and then it's City Farmers Market asked like they needed some cinematic video for the
I saw the footage. It looks super dope.
yeah. So and I got I built really a relationship with the the general manager, the GM there. And then I just schedule like a meeting with her. Like, hey, it's a TikTok thing. I don't have any experience, but trust me on this. Give me 3 months. Give me $2,000 a month for 3 months. Like $2,000 a month for 3 months, and then I'll give you 10 videos. I'll give you 10 TikTok videos
Every month or every week?
every month.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So one every 3 days.
one every 3 days.
Yeah.
And then she was like, "Okay, yeah, let's do it."
Damn. That was like the first big contract you signed. retainer.
Yeah,
that you
that's the
signed.
first retainer that I signed.
How did that feel?
Feels great.
Do you think it's like the best feeling you ever like? You know what I mean? Like sometimes it never beats the.
Felt like I'm up. Like I thought I was up.
You were up, like for real. You were up. Like
Yeah, and then
you were up, but you think it's like signing a new client out doesn't even compare to the level of joy you had back then,
I guess, yeah, I guess.
right?
Yeah.
Like it never. Do you think that was the peak, like the sickest moment? Like after, like out of all the clients you signed, that was the sickest.
I don't know. I don't know about that. I still jump out of my chair and I like fucking jumped around when I saw a new client.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't do that anymore at all.
Really?
Yeah. It's gone now. Like I don't, unless it's like a brand that I love. Like
Yeah.
if I love this brand since like a kid, or like it has to mean a lot. But like other than
Right.
that, it doesn't hit the same. I mean, I'm still happy,
Yeah.
but it's not like that. But I'm glad you still have. I like that you still have that passion.
I love winning. Like whatever. Like that's winning.
How'd you feel when I beat you in Smash? Anyways. Okay, so 2K a month for 10 videos. Did you do any sort of like, oh, I'll guarantee you, like no guarantees? It was just straight. How did the TikTok account do?
First video I posted went viral.
What was the video about?
It was a video about Shrek.
Huh?
It was like I think at the time the trend was like, oh, so I hire a Gen Z for like marketing.
Yeah.
And then there'll be like a Shrek dance,
Yeah.
fucking twerking you on the sky. That's the first TikTok I posted, and it gives them 9,000 followers, and they were super happy.
How did that feel? Like, cause that's like that was your first viral video.
Yeah,
right?
and I was like, oh my god, I'm actually like good at this.
Did you go home and just celebrate? You were on top of the world that week.
I
was probably the
and open the phone. I was keep checking the notification, like it's keep going up.
Yeah.
The second video I posted went viral again.
Yeah.
300K views. I'm like, oh my god, like I'm not getting lucky.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took that case. I went back to the clients I had before. Hey, this TikTok thing, you guys need it. Like I'll give you guys the same package I'm doing now. And the next client was Kyoto Katsuki. Yeah.
And then the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Dang. Okay. Let's get into Kyoto. I feel like Kyoto is equivalent of like, have you seen Naruto?
Yeah, of course.
He's like, that's like your Jiraiya arc, you know?
Yeah.
That's like when you're like, yo, I mastered, like,
That was actually like a case that I actually learned everything.
right?
Yeah.
How did you land Kyoto? You just like, you pull up, you DM?
No, so I already did video for them before.
Oh, like the professional looking one, right?
Yeah.
When they're like cutting it. Okay.
So I think I did a video for them for like $300.
Okay. So they're already happy with your work. They know
Yeah.
you.
And then I came back to them like, yo, you guys, like they're trying to recover from COVID, right? So like the TikTok thing, look what I did in a week. And like I blew up the other TikTok. I can do the same with you guys. And then after that I have to know the same contract. But then like I think like 3 months. No, not 3 months. 2 weeks went by. Nothing happened because like I couldn't blow up like a video.
But were you trying the same thing? Were you trying
Yeah, I was just like doing trends. I was just like, and I'm like, how do I do it? And then we finally landed on one. It got 5 million views. It was of like a video of the chef crying because it was like a filter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I remember that one. That was funny. Why are you crying, Ken? Why are you crying? No, I'm not.
So that video was actually like the hit. So like they were happy with that. And then after that, we keep trying the same thing, but like nothing was going viral again.
So you're like, dang, maybe it was luck.
Yeah. So I was like,
I gotta figure this shit out.
how do I do this to where it's consistent and it's not? And then I was watching what every single TikToker was doing, which is they were doing a story. They were telling a story to every single TikTok, like, and then I tried the same thing. And then the first video we tried that, it was me walking up the can like, hey, can you make me something with this? Yeah, and it was like a piece of salmon. And blew up, 1 million views. And we keep repeating the same thing, and we grew from, I think at the time, 18,000 followers to now 300,000 followers.
Damn.
Just telling stories. So, I mean, after that, the rest is history. I just take that same case. I went to everybody else.
What was the favorite video you made for Kyoto?
What's the what?
What was the favorite video that you made for Kyoto?
I don't think I have a favorite. I mean, they're all pretty much the same. But like this one video was like, I think we did like comparison with McDonald's. So we used McDonald's as a hook. It was like, hey, like, what the fuck are you eating? Like
I
McDonald's.
remember that one. That one was really funny. They're like, Ken is like, you poor kid, like stop eating that, please.
Yeah.
I make you something better.
Yeah. And then we made that video have 14 million views,
Damn.
and it have, I think, 10 million views on Facebook.
You could like back then you were definitely close to the owner of Kyoto, right?
Yeah.
Like you could see because you would pull up the shoot.
Yeah.
Like you would just see the restaurant getting busier, right?
It was getting really busy. Yeah. I think they were doing like a month before when they started working with me. And when I came in after like 3 months, they were doing like
They tripled the revenue in 3 months. Because people come in like, yo, like we gotta. People see the video, they send it to their friend. They're like, yo, let's pull up this weekend. Oh, let's go.
Yeah. And then people were like recognizing Ken as well.
Would Ken be in the front of the restaurant? He's always be in the back, right? So how would they even see him?
He was working in the front sometimes.
Oh, okay.
He was like the manager at the restaurant.
Oh, damn. Okay, I thought he was just a chef. Okay.
Damn. So, and then we would do that for what's it called? Yeah, some people from like Alberta will fly there and they recognize Ken.
Shut the fuck up.
Like I'm literally here from.
But like they literally flew out to eat here.
Yeah.
From Alberta.
Yeah. And then Ken was telling me like, oh, he got recognized on the subway. It's insane. Yeah.
That's fucking crazy.
I know.
So then, okay, so after that, you had, I know a couple of your clients after, right? You got Sugar Marmalade.
Yeah.
You had Basil Box.
Yeah.
Both super well known in Toronto. Okay, I can't remember the other ones. These are the only two I remember after that. It's like a Pizza Nova? No, that is a...
That's like a product that's like a professional video.
Okay.
They never wanted TikTok.
Sugar, Basil Box. Is there a third one? Or like any well-known ones that people like just know around Toronto?
I have to pull up my phone. I actually don't remember.
Do you need to take a bathroom break or something?
No, I'm good.
How's it going so far? I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah, me too.
Because I think like it's like you dedicate the time and the energy for this, and like, you know, we get to.
Yeah.
I also get to know you a little bit better because I knew like 80% of the shit, but sometimes like, you know, the details are really.
I guess that's it. That's just like the case that I had that are TikToks.
I see. Okay, so then after that, I remember talking to you a couple months after.
Yeah.
You hired someone, right?
Yeah.
You were scaling it up, but then you were telling me you're like, yo, I got to get the fuck out of food.
Yeah, because I think they had two guys that are just sending out emails to every.
Hey, you had two sales dudes, right?
And it was just not working. It's just like it just doesn't make sense.
I think it's because it looks like restaurants just didn't make that much money to begin with, right? Their margins.
It does not.
And then the thing is like let's just say you triple a restaurant's revenue.
Yeah.
Whether they post a TikTok this month after the account's blown up, it probably doesn't matter that much. They just need to get from point A to point B. Once they're at point B and the restaurant's popping,
Yeah.
it's going to be recurring customers. It's going to be social proof on the account. So like you could maybe charge them way more, but it wouldn't be forever continuous.
I know.
They don't need you after a certain point. You realize that and you're like, shit, like this worked, but like, yeah, you got to figure out the next thing.
But other than that, I was doing like real estate videos, not real estate, cinematic video, but like for a high-end real estate developers. So I could charge like fucking $1,000 for a reel.
Yeah, that's actually a super sweet gig, honestly. Did you consider like setting up a separate brand? Just doing
I actually didn't have like a brand like then. It's just like Tuan.ca.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm like even like literally today, like you're like, yo, like what if I just hired a guy that does sales, but just for real estate, and I have these case studies? So like I have a dedicated stream of business and services dedicated to real estate.
And there's so many people that like
that does it.
That tell me now, that, like, yo, bro, let's partner up. You know, I'm like, do you get those?
Yeah, but no, not really. I don't really get partnership requests. Like, not like, oh, we should start a business together. It's more so like, oh, like they do Google ads, I do Facebook ads. Oh, partner up. Like, it's like, oh, let's just refer clients to each other. It's not a true partnership.
There's so many people that now that they're just like messaging me, like even like fucking kids in like university, bro. Like, I have this idea, bro. Like,
oh, you know what it is? Because you have a personal brand,
I guess, yeah.
But how did they even trace it back to you? How did they even know it's you behind the accounts?
Oh no, like I guess this is my TikTok.
Oh, your personal TikTok. Oh, true. Yeah, your personal TikTok is like starting to pop off.
Yeah. So now there's so many people that are just like,
you might need a social media manager to filter through these comments. What about if there is a kid who messaged you who wants to work for free? Not Tuan, not the 19-year-old Tuan, but like
if they can provide some values, then probably like there's no reason not to.
Okay, so I guess when this clip goes out, maybe a kid will see this. Maybe he's 18, maybe he's 16, maybe he's 19. What are you looking for? Like give us a little hint, or like give us an idea of like what would that DM or email need to look like for you to consider him and like hop on a call and see like you want to give him a chance for 3 months to work with you, because it's a once in a lifetime opportunity for youngins to like kind of be under your wing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if there's hungry kids out there, like what would you tell them? Like how can they have the best shot?
Honestly, I
look into the camera. It's like
I can't tell them how the email should be, like, you know, like it should be, they should look at my page, like how can they help me at all? So like if they can't figure that out, then like they don't have the capabilities, you know?
Dang, you're giving them nothing.
But that's true though, you know what I mean?
Yeah, if they ain't got it, they ain't got it. Like they gotta figure out for themselves. You can't tell them, oh, I am looking for XYZ.
Yeah. I think the reason like this Ryan guy even let me like be around at the company because I was hungry first, and second, I had a portfolio full of food.
So if a kid came up to you and they had a good portfolio, you'd be like, okay, fine.
Yeah, like I'll hire them.
I guess get a good portfolio. You're like, fuck, I'm gonna get so many TMs.
That's not a problem. Like that will never be a problem.
Yeah.
But where were we at?
Oh yeah. So you're like, okay, I need to get the fuck out of food. It's not the place to be.
Yeah.
I mean, your journey, I think like an overarching thing that I see that I'm really impressed by is because like I think about my own journey.
Yeah.
And it definitely wasn't as hard. Like I feel like you had so many speed bumps. Heck, not even speed bumps. You just keep running into walls and you're like bashing it fucking through.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I'm like, oh, like I'm like driving in a car. I'm like, oh, this is a nice road. I'm like, oh, this road is ending. Oh, let me make a left. And you know, like I feel like my journey relatively to yours was way smoother. So to me, it's not like I did my thing and like I didn't, like when you're telling me this, if you went through like months and months of just like fucking facing rejection and then you keep persevering, that's so crazy to me. Like I think if I was just in your position, like not with your mentality but just like my mind in your situation, I think I would have given up and pivoted a long time ago. I think you have way more grit than the average person. It's really nuts.
Honestly, I think it's just because I have people that I need to look after. Just like
you got some weight on your shoulders.
Yeah, I think
it's not like you have a choice. But then your choice could be like you could retire them with a cozy 9 to 5. It'd just be tough. It wouldn't be a good retirement.
Yeah. First, like I don't see myself. I mean, I hated school. Like I hated like just sitting in class. I think that was so like stupid. But I really enjoy solving problems. I enjoy like math, stuff like that. But like I hated sitting in school, and I don't think I would ever sit at a cubicle at an office. Like, but I think that would kill me. So like to me, like I had no choice. Like I had to win.
Yeah, it was just like you were cornered. Not that you were cornered, but yeah, you didn't have a choice. It was just like, unless we figure this out, otherwise I'm fucked.
Yeah. And then when you look online, it's like all these people are just like being creative and they're making a living, they're doing well. And so if they can do it, why can't I do it? You know?
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah, you didn't have limiting beliefs. Like you believe in yourself throughout all of this.
yeah. And I always know like I'm gonna win. Like I just know like
What does winning look like?
what does winning look like? Can be small, can be big, but like the goals right now is to retire my parents in 2 years. That's all like the biggest win.
What does retiring them like look like mathematically speaking, quantitatively? What does it mean? It means like, okay, are they renting right now in Waterloo?
I'm renting.
So you want to make enough money to cover the rent and living expenses.
I'm already covering it, but like the thing is, I want to like
You want them to travel.
no,
Okay.
I want them to like not ever have to worry about money for the rest of their life.
But what does that look like though? Right? Like what is that?
A house and then a funds that they can just use.
Hmm.
Because like now, like if I'm gone or anything happened to me, like they have to work it, you know?
True. You want to set them up so that they just never have to stress for like the next 20 years.
Yeah. That's the goal. I don't know how much money that will take, just especially in Canada, but
you can retire them if they move back to Vietnam right now.
Yeah.
You get like guys, here we are.
I think it's like $80K a month, like $1 million a year should do it. If it doesn't, then like I don't know.
For them?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends on the level of retirement, right? Like I said, if you want to cover the living expenses, it's way less than $80K a month. But if you're looking to put enough money for them that, like, even if you stop making money, they still have money to spend.
Yeah.
Then it's gonna be something like that.
Like my goal right now is to hit like $1 million a year anyway. So I think if I hit that, like they can actually like retire.
There's something very elusive about 7-figure. I think it's the hottest words.
Yeah. Well, it's hot as right now, but when we hit it, the next thing is gonna be 8 figures.
We'll have a party when we hit 7 figures. Revenue or 7-figure profit?
Shit, it has to be.
I think
profit. No,
I think we should celebrate when we hit 7-figure revenue.
Yeah, I'm down. I mean, like, let's be honest, our margin is not fucking.
Margin is fat. The margin is fat.
Yeah,
We're not a restaurant. We're not a. This is not a. We're cooking, but it's not a restaurant.
You know what it is? I remember like, the people at Kyo Katsugi were telling me like how much they were profiting, like how much they were making per month.
Yeah.
Like, god damn, you guys invest like $800,000 in this, and you guys are making less money than me.
It's
fucking crazy.
It's tough.
Yeah.
I think that my brother-in-law owned a restaurant for a bit while he was in university.
Mm.
He would just always tell me, and my parents would tell me, he's like, it's the type of business where like you're locked down physically into it. And the thing is like the moment your chef is fucking up, everyone's gonna not like your food and they're gonna go away. Like it's a really tough business to operate.
Sucks.
Yeah. I think it's probably one of the hardest business to open. I think like it's at the very, very bottom. Like I think convenience store is way easier to run, right? So many businesses are easier to run. Yeah. So then like when I go to eat out and stuff, like I used to be so, I mean, I can't say I used to be so cheap. I still am pretty cheap, but I used to like, I still complain. I just always complain when I think like food feels so overpriced for how good they taste. But then I think you also realize that like, it's just so expensive. Like, heck, you order something for like $16, right?
Yeah.
But like that server working that hour needs to get paid $16. But sure, they're serving 8 tables, but like the rent, the furniture. That's something I didn't realize. Like before decorating and buying furniture, I walk into the nicest restaurant and like I just think all that shit is. I just don't even think about how much it costs.
Yeah.
Probably spend them like $300K, $200K to decorate the place.
Yeah.
Maybe even more.
So expensive.
So it's pretty well. And then chefs need to get paid a lot. Good chefs. So my mom's friend, they had like one of those like pho chains. It's like pho, whatever like the chain.
Yeah.
It's not a chain restaurant, but it kind of is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like Pho 89, whatever, right?
Yeah.
They own one of those stores like somewhere outside of Toronto. They sold it pre-COVID. Then after COVID, they opened another one. They just didn't work out. They like closed it down. And then now the guy, the husband who like opened that restaurant, he is the chef himself. He knows the entire menu. He's really good at it. So now he's working as a chef at one of these chains that another business owner owns. And he's making 6-figure cash, my guy.
That's crazy.
6-figure cash as a chef.
That's crazy.
I think like 80% of the
good.
like 70% of the profit of the restaurant probably goes to him.
Yeah.
And he's like, he gets paid so much because he knows the whole menu.
Yeah.
He cooks really well.
Yeah.
How are you gonna find someone like that? So the chef just like such high quality talent. Like you can't replace it. It's like a copywriter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just can't get away with. It's not like McDonald's. You can hire college kids, high school kids to cook the food. You know, that's why their margins are way better.
It's actually so bad.
Yeah. Okay. So you're like, hey, you're getting the fuck out of food. Tell me about that journey, because I think that like there's probably gonna be so many people who, in your shoes, was like, yo, I made it. Like when they got Kyoto, I mean, you felt like you made it, but the reality is like you made it here. You got to keep evolving. You got to keep going. But a lot of people, I think, get their first win and they're like, they just stagnate. They let it get to their head. They're popping bottles at the clubs.
Yeah.
They don't know how to act. So like you made it, then you're like, fuck this. I got to keep going.
Yeah.
Tell me about how you kept going. What are you pivoting to, like after food?
I mean, unfortunately, I'm still in food.
I mean, you're in food tech.
Yeah.
You're in food/tech now.
Yeah. So I guess I got that client because of your referrals.
Yes, Mr. Shout out to Matt Rice.
Shout out to Matt Rice. Shout out to Matt Rice again because of Arlo. Arlo.
Yeah, fuck Nomad. No. Just kidding. We love all Eastern companies equally. Just kidding. Yeah, no, Matt was really nice. I met him when I was at Turo.
Yeah.
I was freelancing on the side.
Yeah.
And then I think he was at Fedora. They shut down. We were just chatting. He was freelancing at the time too.
Yeah.
Just like a really nice dude. I feel like there's
It's
this
really nice.
I don't know if you feel this energy from the Toronto scene.
Yeah.
Where like, I mean, me, you, Xavier, Mo, but like so many people, like my own network of like other marketing freelancers or like agency owners like Simon and like Wilson, whatever, all my friends.
Yeah.
We're all in the same space, but you genuinely don't feel like they're trying to withhold information. They're trying to compete. Like,
yeah.
There's just enough for everyone. There's more than enough for everyone.
It's more than enough.
Yeah. So like, I think that's like, you know, my mom, when I talk to her about my business and stuff, she's just so surprised at how helpful people are.
Yeah.
Because she doesn't feel like that's the energy that her generation had.
Yeah.
She would tell me like, in her generation, it'd be your own family that fucks you over. Because like people are so hungry. Like you're living off of like ration coupons. So like at any opportunity to get ahead of someone, you're gonna.
Yeah.
And like you're not trying to get anybody else to win because it's too competitive. So I think we're very lucky to have this like supportive community. Yeah, it's actually huge.
Yeah.
So yeah, you got Cooking now. Cooking is killing it. It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
You guys are popping off on this. Instagram is bigger than TikTok right now, right?
Instagram, TikTok, yeah. It's actually really weird why, but every single video is like $100,000. No, sorry, no, I don't know that. 100K plus.
Yeah. Why do you think that like different content performs on Reels? Like, do you think like Reels and TikTok, like the audience is very different?
I think it's different for sure, but I honestly cannot put my finger on it to like why or stuff like that.
I mean, TikTok is generally a little bit younger. I think Instagram,
they're not. I don't know anymore.
But you're gonna have like boomers on. Like when I say boomers, I mean like people in like their late 30s.
Yeah.
Late 30s, early 40s that are like on Instagram.
Yeah.
Consuming the recycled TikTok stuff. You find that Instagram is way more meme heavy. Like if you go on Reels, half the stuff is like that white cropped, like you know, a third of the thing is white.
That's maybe just tell it to you.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. I see so much of that stuff.
If we pull mine up,
like that's like half the shit that I see on Reels.
I don't see.
No, go to the top right. Yeah, this one. Well, this one. Okay, whatever. Go down.
I don't get those.
Oh, your reels looks like my TikTok.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy. Oh, it's definitely my algo. Oh my god. Damn, my algo is pretty meme heavy, but my TikTok looks exactly like that. Sometimes I don't go on TikTok because I either get like inspired, or I just feel like incompetent because TikTok content is so like motivational. It's like, yo, I'm hustling, like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, fuck, I'm just sitting on my couch. But Instagram, I'm like, oh, it's a funny dog.
It's tailored to you.
Right? Okay.
It's tailored to you. But I get what you mean. Like, sometimes I lay down for a little bit and then I fucking scroll and it'll be like David Goggins. Like, you have to want it. You have to work.
Who's gonna carry the boats in the line? Who's gonna carry?
Oh, yeah, if I'm betting on my TikTok right now, we're gonna see one. Like, we're gonna see one.
Damn, I need to fix up my IG. Okay, yo, hear me out. I think there's this new business that we could do.
All right, let's hear it.
It's an algo cleanser / transformer. Basically,
We used to do that.
think about it. So, like, imagine your algo is all like ABG girls. You're like a thirsty 20-year-old dude that's like, you're trying to get somewhere, but you're distracted by soft porn.
Right.
Because, corn.
You're
distracted by soft porn on the internet all day because you're just scrolling and like there's just,
just fucking.
So it's a service that basically will like, you share your login, okay?
So you
No, hear me out. Let me cook.
I know what you mean.
Let me cook.
I know where you're going.
So they provide, you're the customer. You give me my login. You give me your login. I put it into a software. It will automatically scroll, detect stuff that's not good for you, manually say, don't show this stuff. So the next day you open up, oh, my feed is way cleaner. Oh, I don't have like this like soft core shit anymore.
Could be a play. Could be we should go to the Y Combinator.
YC?
Yeah.
YC 2024? Fall?
Winter batch.
Summer? Winter batch? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways, I feel like, because I got to do that for myself. Every guy's got to do that for themselves. You're like, yo, this is stupid. This distracts me.
Yeah.
Block. Not interested.
Yeah.
Right. But, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to help you transition to software. You're trying to get over from food, right? This is software. This is a software business. Scale, infinite, $1 billion company.
I mean, trying to go to software right now. Like, this guy better fucking Charles.
Who's Charles?
Charles, the owner of this.
Oh, yeah. So how many views?
1.8 million.
In how many days?
2 days.
Yeah, so tell the story. What happened here?
Okay, so I guess we have Xavier, my friend Xavier, connected me with
my friend. Okay, actually my friend, but
Xavier connected me with this guy named Charles. He's a YC founder.
Mm-hmm.
He created this software called Creator ML.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, optimize YouTube thumbnail, titles, predicts views, basically show you all the stats.
Mm-hmm.
And then I fucked up on that call because like I woke up so tired, and it was like my first time on a call to where like I'm on a time crunch. So Xavier was like, okay, you have 15 minutes, and I have 15 minutes. Like I'll let you go first, and you're gonna show him like you're that guy. Like you can help like his company.
Usually my calls are like 45 minutes. The first call, 35 to 45 is the ideal time.
Yeah,
but 15 is like you don't really have time to do much, right?
Yeah, because usually like when I hop on a call, it's like, okay, like what's your problem?
Mm-hmm.
Like can I actually solve it? Am I the one? Am I the one to solve it?
Yeah.
And now on this call, I have 15 minutes after Xavier would say like I have to put my dick on the table, show him I'm that guy that can solve the problem. But like I'm not used to like pitching like that. You know what I mean? Like I used to like having a conversation and just getting to know the person.
Yeah, it's like an elevator pitch.
Yeah.
You have an elevator pitch after that call?
I still don't, but I should. But I fucked up on that call. I don't think the guy was like, I think the guy wasn't like that interested in the video service. So, but he still kept me in mind. And we had another call about another one of his company. And then I can tell like he's still like pretty skeptical. So I made this video. I was like, fuck it, I'll just make this video. And then I showed Xavier, and Xavier was like, okay, like this is, don't you think you can do a lot better? Like you're just reading stats.
On the comment in Slack, he's like, but you're just reading stats. Like you're not.
Yeah.
But I think that's like, but you have the viral brain. You think so differently. Like ads and viral TikToks look so different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're not like, because people they can feel when you're trying to sell them something.
Yeah.
You are trying to sell them on this. You're just like, wow, this is sick.
And then I posted it, and 2 days it had 1.8 million views on my personal account.
Is that the most view you got on your personal account so far?
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't.
Sure, you might have to become the creator ML guy. Like you got to start a series and do over like Colin and Samir.
I don't even want to like be known for this.
Exactly.
I just post this because like I want to like close this client.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be known.
Hey, we'll take the views. Yeah.
But like everyone are like, oh, how do you see this?
Yeah. Yeah. That's actually
like, a lot of people are commenting like what site are you using to do that?
You're gatekeeping, bro. But
look, I said create an ML.
You need to get an affiliate link.
Yeah.
Get an affiliate link, post in your bio, make some money off of this. But yeah, so if you land them as a client, this is a pretty good story.
This is a pretty good story to actually it's like you know when you're talking about like if you close like you don't have that feeling when you close a client anymore. And I close this client, I have that feeling because it's such a good
because it was so hard to close them. Yeah. The harder something is, the better it feels.
And like just think about like what's the back video? What specs video have 1.8 million views?
This one.
That's fucking.
You want to make a spec video for me? Damn. Okay. That's actually wild. So then, okay, give a brief. Okay, you got 2 minutes. Tell us about shortcuts. Is it shortcut?
Shortcut, yeah.
Shortcut. Because it's crazy because you told me about shortcut like 2 months ago, right? You were like, yo, productized service, train fucking website, pricing, and I'm like, I was like, yeah, this is a cool idea, but then you act on things really fast, which I think is a really good quality. You got to just move fast and do it. So it's been 2 months since you had the idea. Now the website is live. You partner with Mo on it. How has it been going so far?
I think the operation side, we just started hiring like really good editors. Like we just found really good talents, and now it's just a matter of signing clients.
How many editors you guys got right now?
I think we have 3 right now in total.
Is it like freelance or full time?
And right now we have them on freelance. But like once we sign client, like we'll just put them on full time. Right? We don't have enough work for them right now. But 3 editors. It's just kind of hard to like pivot into like personal brand. So, but like
pivot into what?
Personal brands, like those content where like Dan Coe and Sam Parr is doing, like there's recording themselves talking. Like those are the client that we want to get. But then now I still have people coming to me like, oh, can you build my TikTok page and stuff like that? It's like I
still tell them no.
No, I still take those.
Yeah.
Because I'm still taking care of, like, I'm still running 5 TikTok page.
But you're basically like your dream client is like, Colin Samir, like My First Million.
Yeah.
Like, what if you made spec work for like My First Million?
I'm making spec work for Chris Do.
Oh, true. You told me about that.
Yeah.
Chris Do is actually goated.
Yeah. That would be a really good case because I actually learned a lot from that guy. Like I learned so much. I learned how to negotiate. Like that guy actually like.
All right, let's play a game. You have to, it's like those games where like you're on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
Or like Ellen DeGeneres, and you have to pick between 2 celebrities.
Yeah.
But this is like you have to basically pick between 2 like, 2 people that influenced you on like business side.
Yeah.
But whoever you pick, you have to like, you basically say, I can only consume that content. I have to forget everything I learned from the other person. Okay, Naval versus Christo.
That is so hard.
Yeah, it started hard. Let's just start there. Naval or Christo?
I think Christo.
Christo?
Yeah.
So he's better?
he's not like better, but like he's better for me.
So he's better for you.
Yeah,
Why is that?
because he teach creative how to like specific.
Yeah, it's really niche, right?
Yeah, creative.
Naval is like the mindset and like big macro things on
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Yeah, Christo is literally like, okay, let's role play. Like,
yeah,
let's role play like, hey, the client thinks your
Mm.
pricing is too high.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's really specific niche for me, and it helped me a lot.
Okay, so speaking of like tips from Christo, can you share like 1 or 2 or even 3? Share a couple tips from Christo that you felt like impacted you a lot, helped you out. Pass it on. Pass on some really good tips.
I think first thing was like price anchoring.
Mm-hmm.
You just anchor your price to like whatever it is. I think a lot of people like don't say your price first, but like Chris was like the first person to tell me like, yeah, anchor your price. And the second one,
What is the word anchor? Like, what does anchoring actually mean? What does it look like? So say in the beginning of the call, what you already have your price. Like, what does it mean in execution? You know, like what do you do to anchor?
I think after we have like a proper conversation about like, what's it called? You have to have understanding of the scope of work and the scale of these company already, and then you just drop your price in there. Like
Yeah,
beginning-
once you
yeah.
oh in the beginning of the call.
Yeah,
So what does that look like? Okay, let's pretend we're on a call.
man.
Like that's who drops prices in the beginning? Like I get the whole you have the price on the website.
It's not the beginning of the call. It's like when you have to. It's like when you start talking about budget, you just, and instead of like, what's it called? 2,000 to like
8,000. Let's just say.
something like that, and be like, yeah, this is my minimum. I'm not working unless it's more than this. Yeah,
Got it. So instead of saying, oh, usually I charge 2.5, but I'm flexible, but you would be like, okay, like, yeah, my minimum starts at 2 and it goes all the way to 8.
yeah. So it's not like we can negotiate where like this is just my minimum. Like I'm not working unless I'm not getting out of bed unless it's like more than 4,000.
I see.
So that helps me like filters out like a lot of clients that are just fucking dirt poor.
Shout out to the clients who are dirt poor, because I'd be taking the dirt poor clients actually. That's one of the differences that we have is like, I think that like, I'm not as hungry as you on the top end. Like,
I think the scope of work between you and I are also different.
I think that's true. I think that like it's easier for me to reduce my scope of work to make it fit for a client that can only pay, let's just say 1.5K, right? Whereas like for you, it's like, it's not worth it.
I still have to do the same thing. I still have to like script out everything.
Yeah, you still have to pull up to the location. You still have to edit. And it's like, you can't just say, oh, I'll make one video a week for you. That's too little.
Yeah.
They're not going to see results.
Like I don't want to take people money and do something that doesn't work for them.
Yeah.
So and I think that's one thing. And then the second thing was like, just how to like talk to people. Just knowing how to, just teach me how to ask the right question.
Yes, I think that's huge.
Yeah.
I think that most of the times in the introductory call, they'll talk about the challenge for like 5 to 7 minutes.
Yeah.
And then the questions that you ask them, by the end of you asking questions, they're like, oh, like this guy clearly knows his shit. He clearly get where I'm coming from. Like by the questions you ask, they understand. They can feel how much you understand them.
Yeah.
You know.
And then one more thing was like, I think she said this, like if a client want to hop on a call with you, you don't have to pitch them. You're already qualified to do the job.
I only take inbound calls. I haven't done like cold outreach. I've done cold outreach like twice.
Yeah.
But I've been spoiled. I think next year I need to start doing cold outreach actually. Because if I want to grow my business, like
do you really need to? I mean, at this point, like you just grow your personal brand and more inbounds will come.
That's actually facts. But like, fuck, taking inbound calls is like 20 million times easier than cold.
Yeah, 100%.
Versus being like, yo, you need this. They come to you, be like, oh, so what's your problem? Like, it's like, imagine a doctor, instead of patients coming up to them, be like, "Oh, my stomach hurts." The doctor goes up to you, like, "Oh, do you have stomach pains? Do you have like?" That's just such a different vibe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That is the power of a network / personal brand.
Mm-hmm.
That is the power of that.
Mm-hmm. Because that's your advantage of working in corporate for a while, right?
Yeah, 4 years. I mean, it's mainly the last 2 years that gave me the network. But then I couldn't have gone to the last 2 years without the first 2 years. So it is
100%.
yeah. Yeah, I think like I had to, like, the part of my journey that wasn't as painful as yours is like I didn't have to ram my hand against the wall because I felt like I was like I paid my dues into corporate slavery. Like I paid my dues in corporate slavery, so
I would argue that that's harder. You know what I mean? Like, as like to me, if somebody have went to school, graduated from school, and then got a job like a staple,
that's harder.
That's harder. That's a harder decision to make. Like, because you already giving up what you already have. To me, I have nothing to lose, but I have everything to gain.
That's true. I've only thought about that the month or two that, not even the month or two, but like the week that I decided to quit my job.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, worst case, I just go back and get a job. Like, it's like there's no downside really.
Yeah.
You lose 6 to 12 months of your time. You don't even make that much money after taxes anyways. So it's like, live frugally, don't spend that much money. 6 to 12 months, you could either double, triple your income, or you just go back to your previous job. Like, what's I mean, if you think about it like that, you're like obviously coping a little bit, but like if you think about it like that, there really is no downside. But you had that mindset right away. You're like, but then you didn't have a plan B of getting a corporate job. You were just like, yo, I have nothing to lose. It's only up from here.
Yeah.
Right?
But to me, like, you finishing school, like you paid school for school, and you spending the time in school, graduating, and then in like applying to jobs, getting interviews. Like, that's a lot that you have been through to give up what you have. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's actually true. Yeah, because you get the golden handcuffs. You're hella comfortable.
Yeah.
Because like most corporate jobs, like you know, you can get away with working like 20 to 30 hours.
Yeah, and then so that's why I would argue, like, you don't. It's not the same problem, but I think it's harder, like, to get through that mindset than for me to like, I'm a kid. It's only up from here.
I see that now. I see that. Yeah.
I have nothing to lose.
Yeah, but you know what though? Like, I think it's the same with me, Mo, and Xavier.
Yeah.
And a lot of other people that quit their jobs is that like, it's not like I definitely wanted to quit, but there's things that happens at your job where you're like, fuck this, I'm out, right? It's like there is a trigger or like there's a plot point where you're like, yo, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like everything was going amazing at my job and not like I'm giving up everything to do this. Like, your job it's not satisfying for you. There's lack of development.
Yeah.
Like, you don't like your boss or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Things happen and you're like, oh, I can freelance on the side. Oh, like all these things happen and you're like, okay, this doesn't seem like a bad option.
Yeah.
I don't think most people. I think when me and Xavier talked about it, we were grateful that we had things that we were unsatisfied about our job.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you never would have done this, right?
Yeah.
We were also pushed to do this.
I mean, also, like, you guys quit your 9 to 5 to work fucking 9 to 9.
But it's, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, it's just true. Yeah.
But then the thing, so I talk about this with Sally a lot. Like, when you quit your job and you run your own thing, like, you realize that time is not made equally. Right. An hour from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. of peace, knowing that you can start work at 9:30, 10:30, whatever, like that 8 to 9 a.m.
Yeah.
So different as the 8 to 9 a.m. before a 9 to 5.
100%.
Or you can think about, oh, well, like, I got to go to grocery store at fucking 5 p.m. during rush hour. I got to be an hour in the commute.
Right.
I can go anywhere I want anytime.
Yeah.
Not any day, but like Monday, Friday, and Saturday, Sunday. Those 4 days, I can do almost anything I want. So like, I can go to Costco when there's nobody there. You know what I mean? I can skip traffic to go downtown.
Yeah.
So your time goes so much further.
Yeah.
You know, you're not stuck with the masses. I think that's really, really huge.
And you're building for yourself.
Yes. I think like the satisfaction of, hey, I did something good,
Yeah.
I did something valuable. I get my reward now.
Yes.
Versus in corporate, you're like 12 months later. Yeah, so
Look at my bonus.
you really exceeded above expectations. Here's a 2% or 5% raise.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like completely out of your control.
Yeah.
Those are the two things where like it makes working 9 to 9 very worth it.
Mm.
And then 9 to 9 isn't forever. I mean, we're just gonna do this for now.
Yeah. I mean, it'll pay off. Hard work's pay off, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's already paying off, but
It's been paying on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that statistically, I'll pull it up later when I edit the video or something. But I think statistically, when people start their business, I think 99% or something, like you just don't make money in the first like
you
couple of years.
have to eat shit.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah. And so like we like, I think the fact that we work with, what was that caption that you had one of the Instagram posts? It was like, I'm trying to take a cut of this internet money or something. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like we're all lucky to be making internet money.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd be a lot tougher.
Mm-hmm.
Internet money is good money.
Internet money, Wi-Fi money.
Why? That 5G method.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, and then so okay, so you got Shorts Cut going.
Mm-hmm.
You guys hired the editors. You're doing outreach. You're in this like new wave of like this new way of doing outreach now.
Yeah.
So you're targeting like, you know, content creators with their personal brand.
Yeah.
You're making content for your own page. That looks really good.
Mm.
I guess how does it feel right now? Does it feel it's a like, are you like stressed? Are you anxious? Are you
I
excited?
feel like I'm on top of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like life couldn't be better.
I love that.
Like it just feels like, I mean, I've always been, I tend to align myself with like stoicism a lot.
Mhm.
Like I don't really complain about a lot of things. I don't, except I think
Number one.
yeah. You know what? I don't complain a lot. Like everything happened, I just kind of brush it off.
Yeah, I remember calling you a couple times here and there, and you would have like really bad things happen,
Yeah.
and you would just like laugh about it. I'm like, you're fucking crazy.
I mean, like, it's just like,
Yeah, you're pretty resilient. You're very resilient. I think that true confidence. So you remember high school is all about building confidence for you?
yeah.
Do you feel like there's this YouTube channel I watch a lot called Dr. K. He defines confidence as being okay, even knowing that you're gonna be okay even if you fail.
Right.
That's true confidence, because he's like, when you went to med school, there's a lot of kids who went there straight A's their whole life, never failed, just exceeded above expectations. They're hella insecure because the moment like they're in med school, like everyone is super smart. The surgeon comes or the doctor comes and they're like on field, in field doing stuff, and then they fuck up and they get scolded, they like break down. But he like Dr. K, he's like a DJ gamer.
Yeah.
He like dropped out of college, came back to med school, and he's like 30. He's like, yo, like I've been through everything. I'm chilling. Like I know I can fail. It doesn't matter. I'll just get back up and do it again.
Mm.
You know, do you feel like that's how you feel, where like, oh, I'm not worried about things going wrong. It's just like, sure, things go wrong, I'll just figure it out. You know?
I think for me, it's like, if something, for example, something happened to me, right? And if I can't do anything about it, then there's no reason for me to worry.
Mm.
No, like I can't do anything about it. Then like, why should I worry?
Yeah.
And then another side of it is like, oh, if something happened to me, can I do something about it? Yeah. Oh, I can?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then why should I worry? Like either way.
Then let me go do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That to me is just, I think there's two type of people. Like there's one type of people that are like, oh, like the universe is giving this to me. Like does this happen because like my destiny or whatever? Like, and there's another type of people that are, that life are coming from them. Like this happened because I did this.
Mm.
So like I think
Manifested it.
yeah. And so like there's people
Yeah.
that like manifesting, and people that like this happened because I act on it because I did this.
Are you religious?
I'm not religious.
Are you spiritual?
I'm not spiritual.
You're atheist?
Atheist, or yeah, definitely atheist.
Yeah.
And I think I wait. So like, when do you think you align with, like, there's, when I said there's two type of people, that people are like, think life is coming at them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like life happens to them, or like, oh, I built this life.
Yeah.
I think I'm a mixture of both. So spiritually, I'm more like I've been like I've been I've been consuming a lot more content around like Hinduism. There's a concept called karma.
Right.
Karma is basically, I mean, it's not the typical karma that we think about.
Yeah.
Karma just means like action equals reaction.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, like what goes up must come down. I treat you nice today. It's not like you're going to treat me back, but like, oh, you're happier. Oh, you're going to treat other, like there's just a chain effect to everything. So I believe in that. That's sort of karma. But the other side of karma is also like looking at, so that's karma. And then there's another concept called dharma, which is duty. So duty, which is just like the hand that you're dealt, right? You were dealt a hand where you feel like it is your duty to retire your parents. I don't have the same duty. My duty to me is being the best possible dad and husband. Like that's what I really aspire to be. Because I'm like, okay, my parents are chilling. I don't have to do that. But like, I feel really strongly about building a really great family, because that's something that like I felt like, like as much as I love my dad, like the time that he grew up in was too fucked up.
Yeah.
So I felt like that my childhood is like, there wasn't a ton of amazing memories to look back on. And then like I've seen what like great families could be, great dads could be, and stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, like that's like, this is my opportunity. I can build a really good life. I see my brother-in-laws who have their own businesses, and they're like, they would pull up and like go to tennis practice with their kid and be there with them for like 4 or 5 hours. I'm like, I can't do that if I had 9 to 5. I'm like, how can I actually be there for them during their childhood and like enjoy that and be that? This is the only path.
100%. Yeah.
So to me, it's like, it's a mixture of karma and dharma. Your duty, okay, what's the hand that you're dealt? Maybe the hand that you're dealt is like, whatever that is, there's a natural thing that you will want to do. And then, okay, so you realize, okay, this is my point A. You realize this is my point B. And then to get there, you need karma, which is you just need to take action, right? Like you need to sow, there's this concept called like sowing seeds for yourself. So you basically sow seeds, which is like you're planting shit, right? I'm going to cold email today. I'm going to work out today. And then like those seeds, eventually they will grow and blossom. And then you will reap the benefits like in the future. So I think it's like, so to a certain extent, life does happen to you. You have absolutely zero control over your circumstances. But you have every ounce of control over like where you take it. Right? Like what you want to do with your circumstances, how you, even your narrative behind it. If you victimize yourself, which I think a lot of people do. If you feel like you're a victim, then I think you're going to be stuck being a victim. If you feel like, oh, like this is my life and this was tough. Okay, now I want to do this. Like, I don't think that's a victim mentality. That's just like, yo, that's just my lore. That's my lore. That's my story. And then like, okay, and I feel this way. So now I'm going to do that with my life. So it's a mixture of both. But so if you're too stuck in this is what life did to me, yeah, you're going to be stuck there. And then you're going to be canceling people on Twitter. It's like your life sucks. And that's the only thing you just
hating.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You have like, I think you and Xavier, have like are the two greatest people that I know. It's very crazy.
That is actually insane.
Why?
What? The greatest people that
Grittiest.
Oh, grittiest.
Yeah, you just got hella grit. Like, I think like, just say like let's just say even in a video game, I think like you guys would like give everyone a year to grind a really hard video game. You and Xavier would be at the top, I think. Like I would just be like,
he'll be on the top, but Xavier is kind of sad at least now.
That's true. He is kind of trash. I think he was like silver or something, gold, maybe gold. I don't think he ever got past gold, but he can confirm after this drops.
Okay, well,
thanks for coming through. Thanks for helping me with the setup.
Yeah, it's very complicated setup. It's okay.
Yeah, there's a whole production crew behind this actually. But yeah, I think like meeting you last year. Was it last year? It was last year.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, it's just I think it's really by chance. Like this felt like
Yeah.
fate,
Yeah.
you know? I remember the first time we like pulled up and like just had food or something. We had a coffee or something.
Yeah, we are at Cafe Lane where
Yeah, I was just like, this guy's really funny.
this is it.
Slightly delulu, but really funny.
It was a blast. It was a blast.
But yeah, nice. All right, we should do this. I think like this podcast, we should do it like once every like 6 months or something.
Yeah.
I mean, at the pace that our life changes, it might be like even 4 months or something. Like so much happens in a year.
Yeah.
Such a stupid amount of things happen. But this is like a great way to like catch up
Mm-hmm.
in a really detailed way and get some content for both of our brands, which is sick.
Yeah.
So, all right. Yeah, dude, thanks for coming out. It's good stuff.